Nice. Hey, whoa, sweet. Ooh, that's loud. I had my stuff turned up really loud. Hey, there's a cobra. Cobra coming in with a goat scream. Hello, it is goat time. What is happening? People doing stuff while I'm out. Marco is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. The Flights with Joel. Oh, I still don't have the... There we go. That's better. Knock that down a little bit. I adjusted one thing and forgot to adjust another thing. Anyway, thank you for the Murphy's Domain coming in with the followage. 1 year, 10 days, and 20 hours. Thanks for following for a year. And thank you very much for the sub. No, not sub. It's Stream Elements, Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is. Yeah, it's a sub. It's a subscription. Anyway, thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome back. Cobra, it's very good to see you. I was starting to get worried. No blurb? Well, then again, oh, I know what's wrong. In order so I don't get doubly, there's no music either, right? You shouldn't be hearing any music either. Bam, there we go. In order to not get doubly on the video, I have to mute that. Now you should hear more stuff. Kobe, what's going on? Welcome in. Can you hear there's a blurb. There's a blurb. You did the research on beta. You can't turn off just the ship nameplates. However, you can.
Cobra N has entered the airspace.
However, you can vary the number of boats you see when you live in a van. Down by the river? No, you can't. That's hilarious. Oh, I was going to try and do a shout out. I haven't done one in a minute. What did I do wrong? Oh, never mind. I didn't get it. Did someone else play that besides? No, there it is. Why isn't it working? I can't get the name to come up. Can't get the name to come up for my shout out. There it is. Oh, what was wrong with me? Shout out to Morcambo Cody, streaming in VR. I don't know how many days a week. Often, it seems like. Thanks again for coming in, supporting the stream. I think I've got things set right today. Well, we'll put that down there. Put that down there. I am, you're so welcome. I'm in the S76 and feel a little lazy, and it's got an autopilot. It is also getting an update Thursday, and I won't be flying Thursday. I'm still taking Thursdays off. I don't know if Thursdays are coming back. There's been really nobody seemingly missing it. Nobody's standing around at the airports on Thursday looking for Flights with Joel, so it may not come back. We will see. Anyway, this is getting an update perhaps Thursday. If you follow the Cow and Sim stuff, he's doing a big update with some changes. There's a whole list of changes. You can see it on his social media sites. You can see it on his Discord if you're interested. So that's cool. So I thought I'd fly it again. For me, it's works okay. I'm not finding any huge things. There's a couple of little annoying things. He's gonna fix the nose gear, because I know that's a little wonky sometimes. He's fixing that, and a whole bunch of other stuff. A whole ton of stuff is gonna get fixed right up. We're out in the desert because every once in a while, I'm reminding what a cool place this desert is. We're going to be going by the second to the last stop is, what's the name of it, dude? What's it called? Wadi Rum. Is it Wadi? It's Wadi Rum or Wadi Rum or Wadi. Anyway, it's a place in the desert that a lot of people go to go camping way out in the middle of nowhere or film. Lots of movies is filmed here. The earliest, most famous is Lawrence of Arabia, but one of the latest big hits is something called Dune and Dune 2. They filmed out here, and I discovered a couple of new spots in the. Until I have to turn that down. I discovered a couple of new spots on the map. So we have a helipad to check out, and there is something there, but it's at a ski resort. This first place we're going here is at a ski resort. So we're going, where's my map? We're going up here. It's just 40 miles-ish. Maybe shorter if I didn't get lost. You see these two helipads? That's a base camp, and this is a ski resort, and there's some other stuff up there. I was kind of surprised because it's not on the map. It is not any kind of POI in the sim, but there are some stuff that's up there, I guess because of, oh, well, maybe it's from the power lines and stuff, and lifts and stuff. Wadi Rum is cool. I led a bush flight there a while ago. Oh, nice. This might be our third time, but I'm not. You have to have been here a lot longer than 1 year to have been here 3 times. This is my third time. The first time was in 2021. Trivia: who wrote the sketch for Chris Farley? Oh, very good. What's that have to do with Wadi Rum? Oh, for the van down by the river. That was written by nobody. That was written by nobody, or nobody too. Huh? I'm throwing in extra trivia there. Is that the airport? Is that the runway? No, someone just took off in the middle of the desert. What are you doing over there? Taking off in the middle of nowhere. Midlife Rex. This is a nice big airport. There's actually a lot that goes on out here in the desert. And look at the wind. The wind, I'm sitting perfectly. If you don't know, you better call Saul. Pretty amazing that he's, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts featuring Bob Odenkirk. That's who we're talking about, Bob Odenkirk. And his friends have a hard time believing that he's now an action star. Trained for 3 years to do Nobody. Now he's trained for 5 years to do Nobody too. And I think he had his heart attack in the middle of that training. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. But Bob Odenkirk's in an action movie now, and it's pretty interesting. It's not great, but it's fun, and there's action. I had no idea that he wrote The Second City and SNL. I know. Oh, I knew that from seeing interviews with him for a long time. And people talk about him writing that sketch. But he admits, I love it because he says, well, if no one would know that sketch if it wasn't for Chris Farley. He's like, writing that was 10% of it, because if Chris Farley hadn't have done it, no one would ever have known, oh, I should use this now and close my doors. Okay, let's toggle the doors. That one's open, and I think these two are open. And then once I get that taken care of, I can look. No, and then that one's open. Oh, what did I do? I opened one. I opened one and closed two. Okay, so we'll toggle that one and that one. When I came into the sim, one of the doors closed, so it got me very confused. And I picked this drab olive color, to blend into the desert. Although this desert's mostly red, so it makes no sense. It's not very good camouflage out here. How is flying Teapot up in the air like that? How are you doing that? You had no idea. Oh, I already read that meme. Anyway, back on it. I did a start yesterday without even looking. There's a checklist here. Oh, that's my problem with this checklist. I can't see it. That's right. So I will try it sans checklist again. I've almost got it down. Put that away. So we'll go down here and we'll just start turning things on. We need the battery. Inverters come on later. We'll turn these on. We'll turn external power. I don't think does anything either. We'll turn on some lights. So logo lights, cabin emergency. Those are the wrong lights. I thought they were right. Where did my lights go? Pitot heat we don't need. Windshield washers. Wow. Last night when I did this, practiced this, it was 90 degrees out here. We'll see what it is today. Here they are. We need the anti-collision light for start and the strobe lights. We'll turn those on for start. And we will go up top and we will just turn on both fuels to cross feed. Both of them. And then we're gonna see if this works right now. We're just gonna see how this goes. It's different every time. Just say that. Let me turn on, let's see if this will work. Yeah, that works. So we need to get to the start button way up here. And once that starts in, we're gonna bring it up to idle. Okay. And then let's see if that worked. Yes. Engine 1 is starting, yes. Yes. Engine 2. I started with engine 2. Engine 2 is starting. It's moving up.
Now, what I have for your starters today is a potato-encrusted scallop with lobster foam. And we're gonna top that with some nice cream brie.
Marcos, thank you. Red is gonna be out again today. Although I haven't heard anything from... Why does it say fuel pressure? Do I need to have a fuel pump on? Did I forget something? I believe... Oh, yeah, it's not running yet. So I did something wrong. I didn't do something right. I missed a button. Can you believe it? Because I'm doing it completely wrong, right? I'm just wading through it like it was nothing. I could swear that's all I needed to do. Master and do. There is no. Have you tried the MH60 update yet? You know what, Chris? I haven't. I have not. Oh, that's not true. I flew it. I didn't notice much of a difference in the flight model. I know, and I read a lot of what they fixed was tweaks. The flight model seems a lot the same. It does seem like they've helped with the sliding bit. I mean the slipping. It does seem like they've helped the slip a lot. Now what did I do wrong? Okay, let's just hit this button again. Now that it's not going in. It's not working. There it is. I don't hear anything, so something's weird. My fuel is on. Oh, jeez. Everything is where it should be. Have you tried it, Chris? What did you think of it? Nope, I do not have a start. My brake is obviously off. My fuel is on. My throttle is on. Just not hitting the button hard enough. The button isn't pressing down, which is kind of weird. You have to start over. Do you have to start over? Do I have to start again? Batteries on, generators don't matter. Oh, master start. I'm sorry. Master start needs to be on. That might actually do it. Yes, now it's coming up. N1 is coming up. That looks like, the weird thing is, it appears that both engines are starting. I don't own it, just curious, because I know it was a problem at release, so I hesitate to buy it. Yeah, and if you want really good flight dynamics, I think you should continue to hesitate. That is my advice. It doesn't seem to matter where those are. It doesn't seem to much matter where those are. Turn the inverters on. Now I've got power. Now we got power everywhere. And turn on, all my lights here. Anti-collision is on. I want the landing light on. And we'll turn the searchlight on once we get in the air. It really is, the searchlight's really cool.
It's only a game.
What?
Why do you have to be mad?
Exactly! The searchlight's really cool in the dark. I found out yesterday. I was doing this test in the dark, and those are the landing lights in the wheels. And then once you pull those up, of course, landing lights are no good. Hey, now I've got a crew. Now I got some people here. Sky Dave is here. HPRA. Midlife is here. Oh boy, I heard my audio glitch, even though I'm using the audio that hasn't been glitching. Found out what is glitching my audio, but in this configuration, it's been working. Anyway, and there's no fix that I can find. But it's better. So do I still have one engine started? I do. Let's hit the start button on engine 2. I can get to it. Oh geez, it's really hard to get to. There it goes. Here it comes. Yeah, I was wrong. It didn't start both engines at the same time. Continuing to turn things on. More stuff coming up. Jumps into a start. It's kind of jumpy as far as how it starts. Get that going, although it's not going to work unless I put in the actual flight plan into there. All right, let's move these to flight. It's just so hard to see. It's like, I think they're on flight. Just moving forward. Oh, see, they're on flight. That is flying. Yes, that's flying. That's flying. It's like that. Such an expert at, yeah, see, now they're up to where they need to be. Now the instruments are looking correct. We can turn this on, although we really don't need it. But it's fun to have on, because it works. I don't know, I said because it works, because it makes colors. I don't know how well it works. And I like to do this one. I like that one. That is the instrument I like. I like to double up my instruments. All right, we're just about ready to go. I'm in no big hurry because there's lots of time to do this flight. Everything seems to be good. There we go. Starlight is here. That may be a new screen name. Hello, welcome in. And we got a good little complement of helicopters. Now, our first stop, all right, we got a crop duster. Beautiful, eh? Our first stop, let me check and see. It should be on my map because it is an airport. It's at altitude. It's at 7,433 feet. It's definitely not the runway because it's a helipad. So that is the elevation. 7,400 is the elevation. Just request to not firewall that sleek machine. Some of the other choppers won't be able to keep up. So this is another reason I will try not to. The Robster, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate the comment, Cobra. I will put the autopilot on and then pull back. Pull on back because it's too easy to firewall. It's too fun. The video I was watching about aviation terms explain firewall, and it's interesting because the firewall means you're moving your throttles all the way to the firewall, which is the barrier between the engine and the cockpit. Well, in the airplane they described doing that, and the engines were on the wings, so the firewall is nothing like that. And the same here. This is the firewall. This would be considered the firewall, but the engine is anyway. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. And I did see someone doing a video of using the nav on this, learning a bit more about it as I go. Starbug is here in the F-35. I also put in a utility, a mod that might help with the model matching. I'm just not sure. I'm giving it a try. And we're just going to my right here a bit. Oh, let's put the gear up. This is where I really missed that 2020 with the flow, where we could just freeze the time of day right here. So it's going to work great. We could just freeze it. As we get closer up there, I will need more height. So we're going to turn on the autopilot, which is here. Should turn that on the ground, actually. Turn all of that on. There we go. Whoops, don't go into the ground. And then hit, first of all, set up. Oh, my heading's good. Almost there. Set up my heading. So it's the direction I'm going heading. There we go. And, whoop, don't go into the ground. And hit the altitude. And that should keep me where why are you going into the ground today? Here we go. Here we go. And now I want to, oh, I'm getting a ground proximity warning. And now I want to go higher. Vertical speed. Oh, there we go. 600 foot per minute. Right here. So it should be climbing. And now I can set my altitude. And our initial will just say 3,000. We'll see if this works. Because we need to make 7,000 in a few miles. And then we'll adjust this a little bit. Also, look at the cool things on the ground. This looks like it was an old settlement or something. Maybe that's a current village. But it looks like something really ancient. And I was actually reminded of this flight because, everyone good? Everyone keeping up? Oh yes, oh look at that, that's awesome, man. Awesome. I was reminded of this flight because someone was talking about a Stonehenge type structure out in this area. Something like a Stonehenge out here. It's not here, it doesn't show up. So I decided to do this old flight, which kind of we've maybe done before. But there is something like Stonehenge about 800 kilometers south of here. But we don't see it in here. But we do see a lot of these ancient structures, patterns, rocks, or perhaps modern day villages. It's not showing up on the map, so I don't know what it is exactly. It doesn't really show on my map. But there's a lot of very cool things out there. What does Google know? Google knows nothing. My guess is those are ruins, but I'm totally guessing. Totally guessing. Oh, Cobra, you can keep up in that. In a 222, I think you can go the same speed as this. I think you can keep up. Hope you're feeling better. Let's see here. Let's get rid of the labels. Another shot. Take another shot and a shot. There we go. Bring that up. Oh, good. Good to hear. Got a nice army out here today. I'm actually surprised that there are no MH60s. I thought for sure flying in the desert, people would want to fly the 60. Okay, should be still at 600 feet per minute, and we're approaching 2,400 on the heading, following our heading indicator. Checking out the desert. Wow. Oh, I will probably open this. Yeah? And it makes a difference. Very nice. Very nice. Bring that sound down just a little. Let's get some music up. miss my faders. I really miss my faders not working. What is that down there? Cool. Right there. Not there. Right there. Guess it's just somebody's village. Somebody's village or home or farm or something like that. You never know what kind of stuff we're going to see out here. You just never know. Sunset over the desert. I'm going to have at least 5 of these today. Just going to keep setting it for an hour before sunset. It really, really works good. It's really sweet. And behind us is what? That water behind us is a thing. That is a thing. Which is what? Anyone know what water source that is? Oh, actually, what I can see behind me is not what I was thinking of. That is not. Straight behind us is the Red Sea, and off to our right is the Gulf of Aqaba. And it's the Red Sea that I was looking at just behind us. That is the Red Sea. Gulf of Aqaba is there, right where the sun is setting. Right where the sun is. And did it work? No, it passed right through. It passed right through it. It didn't catch the alt at all. Did not catch it at all. Nope. Now it'll hold it, but it did not catch the 3,000 feet. So I did something wrong. Trust me, it's not the autopilot. I'm pretty kind of think maybe the autopilot would catch it, but I did something. Something I did didn't work. Now I'll put the flight plan in, which is worthless. I don't think. Who was just talking about? Oh, Marco was talking about whether or not you can divide the boats, which it doesn't sound like you can. But the other thing is, does the flight plan go into the computers now? Can you put the flight plan into your aircraft in SView 3? I saw the best. You can put it in here. I need to adjust again. You can put it in here, but it doesn't go into the avionics. And part of that might be that these are avionics from 2022.
Alert!
So
Cobra N has entered the airspace.
maybe that's part of. I am not sure. I love that over there. Look at that. Different groups of different formations happening all over the place. Sometimes the flight plan will go into the AOX, but you send it from the EFB before you start before you start the flight. Maybe that's the problem. On some avionics, I think it's on newer planes, either from ASOBO or newer developers that more recent. it will work. But on planes like this, it seldom works. So you can see the mountains coming up where we're just going to start climbing again. And I said I would not firewall it. I'm not even doing 120. I think I can have a little more power in. We can crimp it up a little bit. We'll be here all day, man. As with all of my summer days this summer, I have chores. I have chores I must do. I can't be here for the entire day. Cheese and crackers. Okay, now we're indicated 122 or so. Do I have ground speed here? Wait, not there. Let's go here. No, my ground speed doesn't show because there's no flight plan yet. I do have an outside temperature though, which was 97. 84! Oh, it's nice and cool out here. Not only is it nice and cool out here, but I think it might match my real world temperature. Anyone else have 84 for their temperature and in the real world, world temperature? Let's see what mine says. Where is my temperature? There it is. Room to ground. No, it's nowhere near that. It's only 78 here. Nowhere near that. 29C. Oh, look, you're 1 degree off. Or are you talking about the flight sim? Are you talking about where you are or the flight sim? Let's be clear. Let's be clear here. Turn a little bit, and we have to keep climbing. And if anyone does get behind, we're going to be landing soon. I can use the trim to bring that up. There we go. Sim. It's 94 in Austin. It's 52% humidity. So I've got 78, but I didn't look at my humidity. Can I close that panel already? My humidity is... Where do I even find that? At this one. Wind gust 3 to 6. Air quality is 15. That is amazing. My humidity today is 37. It's gone way down. It's going to be a good day to finish some work outdoors. We got rained out. Had a little bit of rain the other day. Everyone in Eugene, of course, was cheering. But it slowed my project. Now we get into these mountains here, which are really awesome. Ian Fisher is raiding with a party of 5. Hello! Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm out here on autopilot. I can even do the shout out myself if I'm fast. If I'm fast. Evening. Evening to you. Thanks so much. If I'm fast and if I'm thinking. There it is. We are out here in the desert heading to a famous film location, the Wadi Rum or Wadi Rum, whatever it is, in Jordan, and checking out these amazing mountains. It's Tuesday, which is helicopter day. I didn't even do my little intro. Hey everyone, welcome to Flights with Joel. Red Heron Sim Pilot Day. No red heron. Well, I should check his camera. Nope, no, he's not there. He's flying exactly the same thing and exactly the same camera angle, which is unlikely. So I wonder why this didn't work before. Let's set it at... Set it at 48. Do I have to press it? What did I do wrong? Nope. No, it just disappears. Maybe I need Alt-Pre? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I know why the music sounds really loud. I have my headphones turned up too high. Too much headphoneage. Oops, what did I do there? I shouldn't have hit that button. That was a mistake. Okay. That was a mistake. There we go. Now we should stay at our altitude and heading until I change it. Very good. It looks like it has fingerprints on the outside. Look at that. Those look like giant fingerprints, like someone was building a model and they were holding on to it before the paint dried. Doesn't that look like fingerprints right there? Oh, there's one! Did someone change just because I mentioned the name? Did someone do that? Did NFX, did you go and grab that because I mentioned that there wasn't any out here? Silliness. So our first stop is at 7,000, just to reiterate, let people know Marco's almost there in his H160. Have a ski lodge. We're on Jebel Al-Louat. Jebel Al-Louat, or near the mountain. There's a lot of mountains out here. The ski lodge is called Georgina Ski Resort is our stop. Well, if we can find that helipad. We'll stop on whichever helipad we can find. Still need 1,000 feet. We might as well get that now. Nice easy climb. I questioned that myself. It's high, it's at 7,000 feet, so it might get snow sometimes. Maybe it is. Maybe they make snow. You know, there is some wealth in this area. I don't know if you've heard. I wonder if they just make snow. I didn't look up the actual resort to see, but they easily could be just making snow and sliding down it in their on their little discs. Now I'm losing speed. I didn't think I set the climb for that radical of a climb. But it's slowing me down. I thought I heard an alarm, but I don't. Everything's good. Nothing's in the red. Something's in the yellow, but not the red. Yellow's okay. Got my map open on the side because this is hard to find. It was hard to find the first time. You'll see the structures. The helipad might be a little questionable, but you see the structures. What did I say it was at? Oh, the lower helipad's at 6,400. It's 1,000 feet below it, and that's base camp. But then the ski resort is at 7,433. So they're 1,000 feet apart, and they're just right next to each other. Maybe it is sand skiing. You can ski. Oh, I see a structure right there. I see a structure. I could slow down right now. good approach. This is a good approach. I believe my altimeter is off. I don't think it's set right. Because I'm well above it, and I'm only at 7,300. Appear to be well above it. Derp your hooves, hello. Welcome to the flight. Okay, I slowed down way too much. Let's go, little helicopter. Let's go. Well, I guess. You can't really be late. Not much is required. So somewhere near. Right now, you can find us at, it looks like Oscar Echo Delta 35. Oscar Echo Delta 35 is a helipad, and that's where you can find us. Okay, I'm flying right up to it, releasing the autopilot, turning on my head. Head is on, wait, head is on, there we go. And the helipad should be like right there. I think oh no, it's coming up. It's right there where that structure is. It looks like a radar structure, not a ski resort. It looks more like a radar structure. Slow, slow, slow. It does look like a golf ball. I think it's a radar dome. We actually saw one of these on our 860 flight not long ago. Gear coming in. And let's continue to slow. I think the helipad is right by that. The helipad is right there. It's right there. Or not. Nope, that's a building. Oh, but that's where it says it is. It says it's right here. I have 6 knots of wind. Very good. Last night I had 25 knots. Oh yeah, it's right there. Ish. Somewhere around here. Master caution for why? Why are you giving me a master caution? My gear's down. What is the master caution about? Oh, it's because my torque is high. Because I'm landing. Caution! Landing. Oh, you know what? Is that part of the ski resort? Is that just a crazy structure? Oh, there's an 860 there. That's interesting. It's very interesting. I don't see a helipad. Oh no, I lost power. What happened? Did I not turn something on? What happened? Yes, I did not turn something on. Will it work now? Is it too late? Oh, jeez. I can't believe it took me that long for all this stuff to die. I didn't turn on I turned on the inverters, but I didn't turn on the generators. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if there's a helipad visible. It appears we're all on the helipad. Really nothing visible. Or is it over there? Look at that. Is there even ski lifts? Oh no, it's down there. It's where those folks are. There's the helipad right
It's
there.
only game. Why do you have to be
I
mad?
wanted to see this. And we'll fly down to the helipad. This is cool. Oh, but like yesterday, I think I'm getting some frame rate glitchiness up here, which is really bizarre. Why would I get frame rate problems where there is no photogrammetry? There is hardly any scenery to speak of. Okay, now that my engine's on, let me jump down to the helipad. This is the resort, although it's a generic building, as we see it. And there's the helipad, which is not bad. Oh, this is one of those places with tires on the roof. The sim thinks that anywhere in this area is probably using tires to hold the roof on. It's still doing that. That's been that way since 2004. Anywhere that's kind of remote, it throws a few tires on the roof. I assume that's to hold that tin down in areas that need a little extra. So here's the helipad. This is why you have crew in these helicopters. More than one. There we go. Look at that. Oh, strange. It's a bit crooked. Oh, because I'm way down there. I'm kind of down on the edge. I'm a bit down on the side. Awesome. Awesome. Nice turnout. Nice turnout. Let's quick get in here, get some of these nice rocks. Try and make the red heron proud again. Somebody's got to take some pics. You're good at screenshots. Take some screenshots, put them up on the red heron Discord. Here we go. I hope that's supposed to be pink. Yeah, I think it is. I think in this case, that is supposed to be pink. Oh, and I just realized I'm seeing more than one livery of everything. I'm seeing more than one livery now. I wonder if they did some behind the scenes stuff to make that better. Or if the little mod that I put in is helping with that. Let me put that mod in the chat if anyone else is interested. I have to find it. Close the ads. Oh, I can't remember how to use the site anymore because they changed it a little. There it is. My downloads. The site is very slow because of ads now. I gotta pay for it. It costs a lot of money to have a server with this much stuff. So I am going to throw that in the chat in case anyone's interested. Also,
my kitchen is outside in nature, and you never guess what's there.
what's that from? Nice. Nice. Let's see. I wanted to thank, I can't actually read their screen name because I have the streamer mode on. I'm trying to thank the person who put this in my chat. Oh, it was Ogdia. Ogdia put that in my chat. Aircraft type designator mod. Aircraft type designator mod is what I just threw up there. Streamer mode back on. And we are ready to go. Sim frozen. You know, I had to use 1-bit. Oh, that was Cody. I had some problems up here also yesterday. It didn't freeze, but it got real slow. Hobigal, I'm saying that wrong again. Hobigal says, hello again. I love the helo flights, trying to fly them in the sim and enjoying them very much. Hovering is still a bit shaky. It took me a while. I started, I think it was in Flight Simulator 98. What was it called then? A different name, but it was 98, and I had a whole group to help me. So watch the videos, take your time. Once you get the hover down, everything's easier because takeoff and landing is all based around the hover. Cruise is fairly straightforward, but have fun. Enjoy the helicopters. They are a ball. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. It's no, I don't know why I'm checking my fuel because there's no fuel up here. We're good for now. Hopefully I'll make it to the next stop. We're gonna give myself another hour. Myself another beautiful sunset hour, and we are off to the next thing, which is in 24 miles.
My name is Jeff.
It's just a waypoint. I'm gonna someday research where that's from. Yeah, the next one is just a waypoint. It's just nothing. And then we have an airport in about 50 miles. Okay. Let's go see more nothing. More nothing in the desert. So the airport is where I should be able to fuel. So someone remind me to fuel when we get to that airport. Just this way. Oh, should we look at the? Let's look at the other helipad, which I didn't find yesterday. But we could look at the other helipad. Just down this way. Just down this way, about 1,000 foot down, and it's a base camp. So there must also be mountain climbing up here. Using the road, that's a good idea. Is that Cobra enemy? Don't need too much speed. Keeping my gear down because we're going to land again. The rocks among the mountains look really great. They look great. Says it's over. Oh, I bet that's it right there. Is that it? I bet that's it. Yeah, there. It's not very much of anything. It's just this. I can't actually see anywhere that looks like a helipad. It just looks like some buildings. Am I still a ways from it or something? Do you think we'll see any camels? You know, there is, in the stuff I'm going to read when we get to Wadi Rum, there's some stuff about camels. Camels are very important to the people of this area. So it would be cool if we could see some camels, but I don't know if there's camels in the sim. We definitely should see camels. That is like the animal out here. Camels and things that you won't see because they run around at night and they don't run around in the heat, because that would be stupid if you're an animal out here. This is nothing. Hey, thank you for the follow. Is it Bazam? Bazam, is that the name? How you say that name? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the flights. I'm looking for this helipad. It's behind me. Let's see, I think it's back there where I just was. Oh no, I'm wrong. This shows me right on top of it. This shows me right on the helipad, my current map. So let's see what this looks like. And that might be what the helipad is. It might just be a bit of dirt that they have. Yes. Oh, it's Bu Azam. Bu Azam. Is that more like it? Welcome in. Yeah, I can't tell if there's a helipad here or not. I cannot tell. How's VRAM with you in 2024? VRAM is okay. I don't usually have a problem. As I say that, my sim is trying to crash. Occasionally I do. That's one of the things that SU3 is supposed to fix. But I really haven't had. I also just updated video cards, so I have 16 gigs of VRAM now, and it should be enough. I was using a 3080 Ti for a long time, and it worked just fine. So I should be in better shape now. The reason that I updated is long and involved and silly, but it actually works for me, and everyone has a different, this is my latest YouTube video about buying my new computer and some problems that arose. Everyone has such different experiences. Like 2024 worked for me, but I got a fair amount of stutters. I didn't notice how many stutters I had and how low my frame rate was until I got this. And once I got this, let me see if I can get that friend request without going out. Do I have to go all the way back to the menu? There. I don't know where that goes. I don't know where the friend request is. But I'll answer that in a bit. Don't worry. I will answer that when I figure out where it is. Oh, is it here? It's here. Oh, it's Derp Your Hooves. Right on. There you go. Now you can always find me. In the beta, I never got more than 65% GPU usage. Well, there you go. I bought it, but not installed it yet. Still on 2020. There are, you know, it's got some issues. If you have a lot of aircraft and stuff in 2020, I get staying with it. But once you fly, for me, it performs better. And for most of us, performance-wise, it's better. There are a lot of gadgets that in 2020 that we, you know, end up loving, and so it doesn't make sense to upgrade if you've got a lot of cool stuff that works really well. But as long as you have it, you know, it's really not that big. You can try it out. I still have both on my system. Once in a while I go back to 2020 just to remember some things, and I always come right back. But you know, a lot of that is because I fly helicopters. I like rocks and grass and animals and things that a lot of people don't need. If you're flying big aircraft, you're not gonna give like one about all that stuff. Not one. It won't matter to you at all. Uh-oh, now why am I getting a yellow? I guess just I'm using a lot of torque. It's nothing. I agree, 2024 is better in some bugs, and VRAM is a problem for many friends. Oh, many of your friends have VRAM issues. Okay. Where am I going? Okay, going this way. Going this way. I'm trying to get back on my flight plan a little bit. Gear up. Now this helicopter I'm flying is designed for 2020. Many developers are still designing for 2020. So that's something that, you know, it's not like you have to rush into this sim to get all the latest cool stuff. This is useless. I should just turn it off. Or I could put the freaking things in my flight plan. Make it work. Turn the assistance on. Turn the autopilot on standby. Whoops. And hit my... Oh, my heading's gonna take me in the wrong direction. Okay, there's my heading set up. Now let's hit that and that. And I should be pretty good. Oh my gosh! How'd I get so fast? I must be diving into the ground. Sorry folks, I'm all alone now, right? No, somebody's keeping up. Yes, a few people are. No. Apologies, someone asked me not to firewall today. Are you using third-party add-on scenery today? No, I am not. Not today. And I don't use third-party scenery nearly as much in 2024
Alert!
as I
Cobra
did.
N has entered the airspace.
I just don't feel the need for it as much in this sim. I don't know the altitude of my next waypoint. I'm going to stay where I am for a moment and just watch the scenery from up here. This area, I don't know, I just love it. It's an area that is very highly unlikely that I'm ever going to come to unless someone wants to put me in the Dune 3 or something. It's not likely I'll ever be here, so it's great that I can get some feel for it in the simulator like this. some kind of idea. And one day, our mapping will be so good that we probably won't even see a difference. Like, the AI will fill everything in way more eventually. That's my guess. That is what I think is going to happen. Now, see, now I'm starting to get some stuttering and some low frame rates. And I don't know why this is happening out here. This happened to me yesterday. And then once I get beyond a certain point, something about these mountains, which is like, what? You just never know. I had 60 FPS when I started. I'm down to 23. And it will pop back up shortly. Pretty soon. Maybe there's some kind of ancient structure out here that's messing everything up. Wow, yeah, it's getting really bad. I may have to, eventually I will reload if it gets too bad. Are others having the same problem? It's not the helicopter, because I've flown the helicopter and I've had no problem. Very strange. Cobra's also getting freezes. Yeah, it's weird. Like, this makes no sense. I figured it wouldn't be just me, so apologies, although I didn't design this darn game. I didn't design this game. Sorry if you're having difficulties like I am. It's such a weird, like, this is what makes no sense. If we all fly into photogrammetry, then I get it. Okay, of course, we might have a little bit of a dip. But this is a huge dip, and it makes no sense at all. No sense at all. Are we getting too far away from the mapping? Like, is it because it's not mapped very well? Of course, if I did this, and if I just sat here, then it wouldn't be noticeable at all. And we really wouldn't notice it if I don't move. Only I will know. The R-Sim looks super. The R-Sim? The R-Sim. The real Sim? The real life Sim? Going to see if I can catch up without slewing. I think you can. Sorry, the sim was stuttery yesterday in Group Flight 2. Oh, it was. Then it could be that the servers are glitching. Because this happened before, especially just before an update. They might be doing server updates and not telling us. Seems okay now. Yeah, mine seems to be smoothing out also. It seems to be getting better. And it's looking amazing. Like, this is why I come out here to look at this stuff. It just looks so cool. Just look out the window, like, wow. Wow. It's unfortunate that there's no whiskey in this one. This one's got no whiskey. You're typing on your iPhone. Oh, that's quite all right. I appreciate the input, no matter what you're typing on. I try not to judge people for what they're typing because I'm terrible at it. I have a terrible time sometimes. Yeah, there's nothing in these cupboards, or there's no coffee. Phone doesn't work. You gotta try these things out. You never know what you're gonna find. You just never know. Hey, if you have any ideas, we're done with the Amazon. We finished the Amazon yesterday. If you have any ideas for Sunday cruise, longer journeys, as soon as Beavis and Butthead are done. If you have any longer flight ideas, we've gone across the U.S. We've done most of the major rivers of the world. where else have we gone? We went from, well, this has been a while, but we went all the way down the west coast of the Americas the first time we did the Amazon. No, then we went down the east, and we've done a lot of things. That's all I'm saying. Sanford and Son, I hope you're hearing those. I hope everyone's hearing those, because those are good ones. Those are fun. The color out here, you know, it makes me just want to see the real thing, because you know these colors are kind of, they're interesting, they're cool, but the real colors are like mind-boggling. They're just otherworldly. That's why they use them for alien planets so much. Hanging out, taking photos. The Loire River in France has a lot of castles, if you're into that. I love castles. I love stopping in castles and lighthouses. And that does sound like a river that I have not done. Writing that down. Do we need a lorry to go on the Loire? Loire River in France. So that would be England, no, I think. I will check that out. Something, I don't know if it'll take multiple days, but yeah. There we go. Oh, now I'm just out here on my own. Just drifting. You have a nice flight plan for French chateaus. Sweet. Throw it in the flight plans and ideas. Oops. The wrong place. There we go. How am I doing? Am I still flying? We're still upright. We're not out of gas. We're about to turn. We're about to make a slight turn to 5-6 degrees. We should be at 8-7 degrees. And we're going to turn to 5-6 degrees to head to an airport. This is just a nice flight over some cool scenery. We'll get lower as we get closer to Wadi Rum or Rum. Wadi something. Just want to go a little bit this way. Several of them are POI. See, that's what's awesome. There's a lot of great castles in this sim, and I love checking out the castles. And many of them we may have been to before, because I've been doing this 4.5 years. So many of them we may have seen, but that's okay. I don't mind seeing them again and reminding ourselves about the history and stuff. It's too bad that that no one's done the scenery for this area, especially for Wadi Rum. Kind of surprising no one's done a little bit of scenery, but it looks pretty good for having no add-on scenery, for being just basic Aerosoft scenery. It still looks pretty good, pretty impressive. So let's see, we are back it out from there. There we go. We're doing pretty good. Airport in about 20 miles now. Got a good group, big group on the group flight. Very nice. Jimcat is here. Crawdad is here. Hello, welcome in. Starlight is here. Edifex Cobra N. Repo. Mr. Roberts. Maybe there'll be a flight tomorrow as well. I'm not sure. Debo Fly, Appy, is it Appy? Appy in the S76C++. Marco's up there, Flying Teapot is here. Wait, is Marco still behind us? Are you catching up, Marco? My current speed is 119, really? 120. Jeez, I'm just barely moving. Let's pick it up a little, get to the airport. Pick it up, man. Let's go. Let us go. Oh yeah, the airport's going to be a perfect stop for break one. About 70 nautical miles behind. Okay. It's not far. You'll catch up quickly. Oh, I should this was kind of listening to the background music, thinking what else can I play? I'm gonna see what happens if I put in desert. Desert winds, desert islands, desert planet, deserted. Oh yeah, it's the sound effects and stuff. Ground speed of 185 kittens. Yeah, you'll get there pretty quick. Do I have a ground? I must have ground speed on one of these. One of these things. Of course, ground speed at 100. I'm doing 158. Sped up more than I was thinking. Let's slow that. I'm in the red. In the red, in the red. Slow it down. Take her easy. Also, I don't need to be at this altitude, so let's slow down a lot and take the vertical speed down. Minus 400, nice and easy on the passengers, but there was no passengers. Oh, okay. There is nobody here but me. What is that airport elevation we're coming to eventually? It is? We'll still be at 2,000 feet at the airport. Still haven't figured out how to get this to run. How can I get this to work? It's not stopping at the altitude that I set. And press the button. It's one of these buttons, but I don't know which one. Here comes a bunch of, it looks like farm areas. Fields, farming fields, very much like the U.S., like all the U.S. has fields like this. Look at those mountains. It's wild. That's why I like coming out here. It's just very different than where I'm from. Ain't from around here. Not even. But we still have the same kind of farming going on. Growing something that does well in dry heat. What the heck do you grow in the desert? I'm trying to think. What kind of crops grow in the desert where? Amazing that they can grow food. I know, I'm just thinking. Well, they're irrigated. That's what that thing in the middle is. It's a circle. See, it's an irrigation right there. So they're irrigated, but still, what do they grow out here? Well, it could be wheat and corn, all the stuff we grow in our deserts. In the deserts of America, we grow a lot of grains, a lot of grains. So it's probably wheat or quinoa or exotic rices, wild rice. Yeah, rice is wild. That is wild. Mark Watley grew potatoes on Mars. If you have enough water and crap, you can grow anything just about anywhere. Mark Watley. That may have been a movie. I think that might have been a movie. The science behind it was a little iffy. We'll find out. Maybe before we die. CTD, what's the airport code you're heading to, please? Let me find out. Let me check into that. If I can spell. We are headed to... No, that's not right. Z76 kilos? Zulu 76 kilo. I think that is right. Zulu 76 kilo. Yes, Zulu 76 kilo. The first actual airport on the planet. I don't know why the other ones didn't come in, the helipad, but oh well. Headed there, then to Wadi Rum, and then to Oscar Juliet Alpha Quebec. Just passing waypoint 1. Okay, you're a little behind. Not too bad. I wasn't going as slow as I thought. I thought I was going slower. I'm now at 140. Or so. 140 or so. And I could just go down here and at least put the airport in. Put it in here. Oh, I can't see. Oh, that's some weird. That is some weird light going on. Oh, now I know why I don't put the airports in here. There's no typewriter. Oh no, CTD there too? Uh-oh, we might all be meeting at the airport. We might all be meeting at the airport. Z76K is what I said. But I really can't see with that stupid... I cannot see with the sun like that. I can't see it. One more. Z. What happened to Z? It goes from... Oh, there it is. 20... That's really annoying. I hope that's not as annoying to everyone else as it is to me. 26. And a, what'd I say? 6 whiskey? Kilo. 6 kilo. I'll be there by the time I get this program. And I'll be in the ground from not looking at my altitude. There it is. That's what I want. It's right here. I was right. It's right. It's right here. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Okay. Turn the helicopter and land the helicopter. Oh my god. You guys are landing on the highway. That's the highway. Yeah, you're landing on the highway. It's not the airport. Is this one where the? Is this one of those where the runway is the highway? We have run into that before. That has happened. I'm in beta, not flying with Joe. So far, I think I've had one CDD in beta. I'm still good. Oh, why'd you say that? You crazy man. Sometimes I don't like to jinx things. I'm superstitious. I'm surprisingly superstitious about the sim. Still looking for this airport. Oh, I see. There's the. It really is. The airport is the free. Oh, it's the highway. 12 nautical miles out. It really is the highway. There's highway, and then there's a runway, and then there's highway. So they do they close it down to land jets? Oh my God, that is the craziest thing. I have to look this up. I think this happened last time. I had to look it up to see this is real. I think it is. I think it's a military installation. Here coming down. It's just the coolest. Still the coolest thing in the world. Okay, let's slow it down and see if we can just set down right here. Definitely was able to get into a hover, nice hover. And what is that? Oh, somebody's all right. Somebody's in the cross guard. Woohoo! Sweet. Sweet. How awesome is that? This is the place for it. Wow, cross guards would be really cool at Wadi Rum. Bunch of mountains and stuff there. Bunch of cool stuff. All right, e-brake on. Oh, I just took my e-brake off, I guess. Weird, oh, that was strange. I have a 10 knot wind. Yeah, this map says I'm on the airport. My map says I'm on the airport. Let me do this. Jim Cat says, hey, I drove along with you. This air is amazing. Oh, yes. Oh, you were driving the whole way. That's too cool. This is made for the cross cart, right? It's made for it. That's awesome. So, where did I say we are? We are at, I want to look this up in the real world. 26K. Oh, it actually says Bel Air Highway Strip. It is a strip on a highway. That is the most amazing thing. It says that the name of the airport is Bel Air Highway Strip, so the highway is also a strip. Crazy. Short. Let's put it in and see if it comes up. Comes up in the info. It came up as in Beverly Hills. No. Come on. Oh yeah, Jamie Bel Air Airport, Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. Jeez.
What should we do now, sir?
Well,
Not finding it.
are we stopped?
We're stopped,
Not
sir.
finding it.
Good. Well, why don't we take a 5-minute break?
There you
Very
go.
good, sir.
Very good idea. Let's take a 5-minute break. This isn't even coming up in the stuff. A truck just cut you off. That'll happen. That'll happen. You know, it's... I mean, they tell me this all the time. I don't really believe it, but supposedly it's only a game. That's the scuttlebutt. That's what I hear sometimes. It's stupid. Stupid thing. I have to do my own break music again. Break music. Break. What's the word? Video. And everyone, check your fuel. I'm going to check mine right now, actually, before I leave. Check your fuel, check your drinks. Oh, yeah. There you go. Use the out. Well, I would say use a bush, but there's no bushes. Look, there's a windsock. There's a windsock right on the highway. So you can go behind the windsock. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, that's odd. This guy's floating. That is odd. All right, we will watch the action. Actually, I should turn towards the runway and watch the action as we hang out with the crossguard in the picture. And we will be right back. And let's make sure I've got music on the break screen. I do. Okay, cool. Nice, nice timing. I think it said, here we go, and he went. He went in the cross cart. He took off.
Check your fuel, your snacks and drinks. Flights with Joel
Nice.
is live.
Nice. Wow, I turned it way up so I could hear my headphones. I turned the sound way up so I could hear my headphones, and that was loud. That was very, very loud. When I put those back on. Ouch. Ouch. All right, so we're going to an area where a lot of movies have been filmed. So I'm putting on my film soundtrack. Let's see, take that off. There you go. There we go. Look at that. Look at the action out here. Sweet. Oh, I don't know what camera I'm in. I don't know what camera. There we are. There's Marco, I bet. I would be willing to bet that's Marco. Got a H130 with us. H130. Nice. H130, 222, Bell 222, MH60. That is the, which one? Which model is that? Oh, it still has its, strangely, it still has its protectors on. That's all. Another 222, H60, a 500C, and I'm in the S76, and then we have several others flying around. How's the wind now? It doesn't matter, we're in a helicopter. What do we care? What do we care? We'll just get in and go, eh? So how many miles to Wadi Rum, or Rum, or whatever it is? 42 nautical miles. I think that's going to get us to the place where we're going. Is that the place? Oh no, in 42 miles we just have a gas station, and it's such an interesting little place. I thought I would stop there and see if there's anything there. And then 26 more miles to the site. To the mountains. Well, 26 miles, and then we turn, and then yeah, it's gonna get real cool. Gonna get really cool, man. Okay, so what is our heading? What are we doing? We're going 284 degrees for the next 42 miles to a gas station in the desert. There, that's going to be close. That's going to get me started. Don't get me started. And then we'll turn this back on. Turn all these back on. And they are ready. They are ready to go. Sorry, I'm just checking some things. Looking at the things in the background. This should work. Let's head out. Now, why is this red, though? Why is that in the red already? What is that about? What is that about? I do not know. Because I'm not... Huh. Interesting. And what's my temp now? We're at 85. It's only gone up a degree. Come down several thousand feet. It's only gone up a degree. Very nice day out here in the desert. Very nice. You do need a little left pedal to get this, get this off the ground. Oh, that was one of the changes coming in the update was the better, well, one of them was better Xbox controller inputs. Another one was better pedal inputs in a hover, I guess. I haven't noticed much. It seems okay to me. I guess it is kind of touchy. I don't know. But I have my assist on right now, so you can't really tell. Assist is on. Take off down the runway in the middle of a freeway. Wraith Tempest. Doing all right. Thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. Let me know if my music's too loud. It's still hard for me to gauge for some reason. Sounds different for the stream than it does for me. Sounds okay to me. Sounds okay to me. If I'm too loud, we'll just mute the dang stream. Just mute it. All right, this is a good height. I think we're at a good height. Let's hit heading and alt. There we go. That should get us where we want to go in short order. Are you holding the alt? The alt? Yes, it is. It is. I think it's on hold. Yeah. I don't want it to ram. Oh, no camels yet. Has anyone seen a camel? I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen a camel. I haven't seen water buffalo. What else do we usually see? I haven't seen any cows or horses. I haven't seen... You have not, okay. What else do we see? What other... Oh, deer. We see deer. We see elk. We see moose. We've seen bear. No bear. No bear, deer, elk, moose. We've seen polar bears. No polar bears out here. Lions. We've seen lions. Tiger. Not tigers. I haven't seen a tiger. They're in the sim. Elephants. Giraffes, hippos, none of that. Now look at that green field in the middle of all this. Just this perfectly green farm field. That's probably a soybean farm, right? Oh look, I'm right on it. I'm right on it. That is probably a soybean farm. Just a guess. Is my gear up? No, it's not. Whoopsie, gear up. There we go. Oh, are you going into the ground? Pull up! Pull up! Okay. Just checking. And am I firewalling it again? I have no... Oh, I turned off labels. There we go. Everyone's way back there. Whoops! We're going to have to pull up myself. Just in time, too. Just in time. I turned off all of the assists and pulled up. It's that simple. One button will turn everything off. Then I need like 4 buttons to turn it back on. I need 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's my problem. I have to change that to 2. Now it'll hold the altitude that I want. Watch this, watch. So now I hit heading. And I'll go vertical speed, and I will go up a little bit. So we're at 400 feet per minute going up. We're approaching now, it'll put it on 3,000, and it should stop. I didn't have it set to my side. I had it set to the other pilot. So I think this will work now. I think this will work now. Either it will or it will not. Let's see. Working. It's working. Not working. No, that wasn't it. Or was it? Nope, that wasn't it. It's still going 400 foot per minute. That was not it. I'm so sure that was my problem. Okay. Still do it manually. It's just a button. That's what she said. Easy to turn off, but hard to... Hey now! This isn't the office. We're out in the wilderness. And I am looking at 127 ground speed. It's cruising right along. Is Jimcat still in the... Are you still in the buggy over there? Cross cart. Is he still in the cross cart? It's not showing up at all yet. It should show up soon. I should be seeing dirt and dust and stuff. I'm seeing nothing. There it is! Look at that! Ha ha! Oh yeah! Little altitude. Oh, hilarious. That is amazing. And I think you're as faster than the helicopter. Jeez. Sheesh. I better make sure I'm not hitting something. Did I hit something? Oh, I hit something. Why did you... Oh, what the heck? What did you do? What did you do? Thank you for following, Logan and stuff. What? Why did you get all wonky? My helicopter did weird things while I was out there trying to track the cross cars. Oh my god. Cheers and welcome to the flights. Much appreciate the follow. If I'm streaming next month, it could be your fault. Blame it on Logan and stuff. Nice. Everyone track the cross car. The drone camera should not have been controlling my helicopter, but it looks like it was. It appears that perhaps it was controlling the helicopter somewhat. Are you choose stream or plan stream in a bit of lag for me? Are you? Oh, I'm a plan stream. I plan all the streams. Other people can plan streams in the Discord. There's an area to help plan streams if you're interested. But they are all planned. Like today's stream is to Wadi Rum, where Dune was filmed. So we're out here in the Jordan Desert, and we're headed for Wadi Rum. And every Tuesday is helicopters. Every Tuesday we do helicopters. Sundays we do Sunday cruise, which is kind of a longer flight. We just finished the Amazon River. I'm always open to other people making plans, but no one has done that for quite some time. Not for a little while. I guess you have to be really close to the cross cart to see it. You have to be right on it, man. He is moving. He's doing really well. That cross cart's hard to drive this fast. It's really hard to go this fast in the cross cart. I'm going to try following you in the drone cam again. We will set up the autopilot and I'll try that. That was fun. See, I put it on my side. I still don't understand why it didn't catch the altitude, but oh well. Doesn't matter that much. Just set heading and altitude, and then I can follow the little cross cart. Turn on heading. And alt. Should hold me where I am. I don't know why going out here made any difference. Oh, now I'm completely off. My helicopter is. I see the cross cart. If I can get over there. I feel like I'm gonna crash while I'm out here trying to catch the cross cart. It's awesome. That is awesome. You've got the whole where yeah, I did. I was right. So something is happening with my drone cam where it's crashing me when I'm out droning. I don't know what's doing that. I don't know what's making that happen. But now I need to turn the autopilot off and go. Go. Okay, I know I crashed. That was a proximity warning. Oh my gosh. And people are hanging. There we go. People are hanging out right on it. I also haven't been very... There we go. The trim on this is like the other cow and sim helicopters. You have to hold it for a long time to get it to work. You have to just really hold it down, and then it will work. Okay, about halfway to the gas station in the middle of nowhere. It's a little town, actually. No idea why it keeps crashing me like that. Maybe I was just too low. Maybe my altitude was set too low. Try again. I'm never very successful with autopilots. They just don't like me. I'll stay inside the aircraft this time. I'll keep my hands and feet inside the aircraft, and maybe that'll work better. Man, I can't believe that little crosscart is doing so well. He is just moving. Just jamming. I'm doing 152 ground speed, and the crosscart is still outpacing me. Looks like there's a little creek or river here. A bit of a river. I've got to be just inches away before I get the crosscart to pop back in. Come on, pop back in, man. There it is. Now I've got it. Just barely. What are you going to do here? No, just go right through there, huh? Now there's that effect that looks like the worm again, because they're getting dust from hundreds of feet away from the aircraft, getting dust on the ground. So it looks like we have sandworms out here near where they filmed Dune. It's got some sandworms hanging out. This is sweet. This is pretty nice. Let's see. Let's fix this up. There's a lot of stuff out here. Kind of wild. A lot of things out here. Let's see if I can spot this place. It's hard to tell. It's just a dot on the map. It's just right ahead of me. I think it's just before those mountains. Oh yeah, the road should end right at the road should go right to the gas station. See if it looks like anything. It says the only thing in English is gas station. Everything else is in Arabic, I guess. Assume it's Arabic. Better start slowing. I'm almost there. Oh, there it is. I see the village. That's it right there. It's just like all the towns in America where you've got a gas station right by the highway for people coming in from wherever. The ES-30 lands on the highway once again. No worries. Just pops it in right on the highway. I don't think I'm going to find the gas station, but you never know. You never know what they're going to plop into soon. Stop here so people can catch up. Now, why am I flying sideways? It's completely flying sideways. Why are you doing that? It's only a 3-knot wind. I haven't noticed it doing this before. Interesting. Interesting. So I think that building there is what should be a gas station. If anyone needs fuel, there you go. Ah, nice. All right, I think people are catching up. Won't have to stay here for long. We'll look for camels. Nope, no camels. Oh, there is the wheel. I think they're going to fix this. So the wheel isn't like this when you land. So it goes to a mid position instead of just out in the middle of nowhere. Here comes the cross cart. Now let's see if it does weird things when I go out here. No, it was okay that time. Is it moving my plane? There he goes. All right. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I put on my cinematic music list as we're going to such a cinematic place. So where we're headed now, I think it's 20 miles out. 26 miles. Is that right? Well, it's about 36 miles. About 36 miles to Wadi Rum Desert, where, and they'll list some things there. It does. It works really, having the cinematic music in a place where they have filmed so many movies works really well. Works quite nice. Just imagine that's a gas station. I see no camels. That's what I was looking for. No camels. Oh, there's some great rock formations, though. I'm kind of amazed by the variety of rocks they have out here. Crew is always good. The crew is always awesome. Let me fix my camera. No, that's not what I want. I do that all the time. I hit the wrong thing. So reset position. There we go. So it's just the drone is making my helicopter jump around. It just does that. That's just what it does. Oh, I was gonna check this out right over here. Where'd it go? I saw a really cool rock formation. Now I lost it. Maybe it changed while I repositioned. I think it changed. Oh, how bizarre. Yeah, it probably did when I repositioned my helicopter. The rocks probably... Oh no, here, right here. I thought this was pretty interesting. I haven't seen this anywhere that I remember. Yeah, it's Tuesday and we are flying the choppers today. We have all of them. There's a 145 now. Now we have a 145 chiming in. We've got no camels, although we're out in Jordan, in the desert. Which I believe is the Jordan Desert. A couple of 222s. Remember room 222? Anyone remember that? The obligatory H160, the H125, oh, still a favorite. Still a favorite, still the best at getting bugs on its windshield. Okay. Oh, and this is a gas station. Let me make sure I've got fuel. Gosh, I ate a lot of fuel on that one. I don't know how. Kind of ate up a lot of fuel. I'm going to make sure I'm good. Okay, let's head out to the... Oh, wait. Let me get my next heading. While I'm sitting here on my arse, the heading now is, it looks 024 degrees. Is that going to be right? Is that going to work for me?
My name is Jeff.
Yes. Okay. It's... Cody, it's time to pick a new one. I'm gonna pick a new soundbite, man. Jeez. So Captain Norse liked it. Alrighty, here we go. I'm barely touching anything. Do I still have the... oh, I have all the assists on. All the assists are still on. That's why. Very nice. Let's put the gear up again. It's just fun to watch. It doesn't matter that much, but it's fun to watch. It is just a ball. Captain Max22, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Follower goal met, 2,100 followers. That goal was set about a year ago. Thank you for helping us reach our goal of 2.1K now on the Twitch. 2.1K on the Twitch. I think we're at 1.2K on the, what's it called? YouTube. On the YouTube. Yeah, very nice. Cheers. It's just water, but cheers. I found out I'm not alone. There is it's not really research. There's a new statistic that show that 54% of Americans now say they don't drink, which shocked me. It's the lowest number ever. Lowest number? Lowest percentage. Oh no, 54% of Americans do drink. 54% of Americans say they do drink, like regularly or on occasion. And that's the lowest number that they've ever had for that stat by 1 percentage point. But still, it surprised me with all the drinking ads you see. Wow, I wonder what it is. And me too. That would be something to find out. Because as I've heard, it's probably higher. But you know, you never know. You never know. I didn't think it was. I wouldn't have ever imagined it was that low. I guess more people. I've never drank that much, so not drinking is not very difficult for me. But totally shocked to find out there was that many people that few people who drink. It's the other way around. There's 54% of people do drink, or at least that's how they answered the survey. Doesn't always mean anything. There we go. Autopilot back on. Now, why did you do that? Why did you get all flippadoodle when I turned you on? Steady yourself. Steady yourself. Fly and dive. Good evening. Good evening to you. I don't drink anymore. I don't drink any less, but I don't drink anymore. Oh, that is so old, man. Come on. I don't drink any less, but I don't drink anymore. Oops, my soundbite didn't work. My soundbites are broken. Well, I don't know why that is. Oh, broken the soundbites. Something happened. Tailrotor says, the one and only Tailrotor has joined the flight. Woohoo! Why are my soundbites broken? Oh, this is annoying. Now I have another thing to check. Are my sounds turned down for that audio or something? There's the sim. Oh, that's why. I know why that is. Okay, let's try this again. I don't drink any less, but I don't drink any more. I don't drink any more, but I don't drink any less. I said it the wrong way the first time. I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Yeah, come on, man. Get some new material. Cheese and crackers. Yeah, we're here all week. No, that's a lie. We're not back till Sunday. Not back till Sunday. But here we are getting into the really amazing part of this flight where they have filmed such greats as Lawrence of Arabia, The Martian. Where's the rest of the list, dude? Come on, there was a whole list. Oh, it's right where I was. Prometheus. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Moon Knight. The Amazing Race. What is that? The Amazing Race Season 34? Holy crap. John Wick 4. Special Forces World's Toughest Test Season 1. And more, I'm sure. And many more. My lab partner from junior year of high school was on The Amazing. Oh, no kidding. Well, your lab partner from your junior year in high school was probably in amazing shape. Amazing shape, right? Or maybe you didn't even, she was pretty good looking, yeah. Pretty good looking, and I bet she had some stamina. And had a story. But that's a big thing, isn't it? Having a story. That's what they want. They need a story. Someone who worked at the convenient, or not the little grocery store near me, someone who worked there was on, what was the first one? It's the very first competition show. With the torches and stuff. Oh no, I'm losing everybody. I'm really jamming, and I'm not even on full throttle or anything. Okay, I'm gonna slow way down. What was that called? She is in shape. You know where they vote people off the island? I knew someone that was on that. I don't think she was. Out of curiosity, what hardware do you use for your helicopter controls? I use the... People ask me this. I always have to look. I'm using a Virpil throttle, which I absolutely love. I'm using a... Jesus, what's it called? It's the Survivor. Yes. Thank you. Survivor. Not the Gong Show, but you're right, that is the original. That's even before Survivor. I always have to go into my panel on my screen and look at what I use. It's on the panel. VKB Gladiator NXT Stick, and the Virpil MongoosT-50 throttle and Turtle Beach Velocity 1 pedals. The newest thing I have are the pedals, and I really do like them. They're about $100 less than the other high-end pedals that are similar, and I think they work great. I would get a collective, but they're just so they're just so spendy, and I do planes also. I also like planes, so it seems like wow, that's a lot. The difference between what I have now and what I used to have is really a game changer. This is what I had for years. Wow, it's really dirty now. This is what I had for years, and I highly recommend it if you're starting, anyone who's just starting out. Like, you don't have to spend a ton of money. You can just get one of these, $30, fly this a while. This is so dirty. But once I added pedals, that was huge. And then when it comes over, for me too, it comes over years. Some people just go out and buy these extravagant systems, and I think they're kind of missing out on just flying it with not as good stuff for a while. You start on CH products back in the late 90s. Ooh, new helicopter. How well does the AP work in this one? The AP works pretty darn good. And it's getting improvements possibly Thursday. It's already getting an update as early as Thursday. It's an older style of AP and stabilization systems. I'm not an expert with ILS, but I did see a video where it was being used for ILS and working correctly. I can't even get the altitude to come in where it's supposed to, but I now have it on heading and altitude. If I put it on vertical speed, I can adjust the vertical speed with my trim real easy, which I really like because I could be lower now. And so I'm using it in a bit of a crude way, but it also works good as the augmentation stabilization setup is pretty good. And when you turn it off, it's not like a huge difference. It still is reasonable to fly. After about a few years of simming, the beginning of this year, I got a FFB yoke, but I'm learning to fly helis in the sim, so I'm probably just going to use the TCY yoke, which hopefully it will do the job, but it is definitely I mean, I would go out and buy a $30 stick before using a yoke. I have seen people use yokes, but it doesn't give you that experience of flying a helicopter because there's very few helicopters with yokes. All Virpil, ace torque rudder, warbird D-base, the flanker stick, and VMAX prime throttle. Nice. Marco is all set up, and that's pretty recent for you, right? I mean, that's a recent upgrade. Oh, okay, I meant TCA joysticks. Oh, the joystick, yeah. No, that sounds like the awesome setup. The Airbus edition, it's great. That'll work. It'll give you the feeling, the beginning of the feeling. When you move up in yokes, you get much better stability. I mean, this yoke is got a lot of steel in it and still some plastic, so it's way more sturdy. And the springs are adjustable, endlessly adjustable. That's a big thing with helicopters. So, because helicopters, you want to make all your settings as tight as possible. You don't want any, you want it to react. So you want the stick not to have a lot of spring tension. I am losing the flight plan. I'm going back this way now. Going back that way. Of course, it doesn't matter if you fly all autopilots. Thrustmaster 1600 and Logitech throttle quadrant is all I use for all aircraft. Nice, cheap, and set up to fly. There you go. And I did that for years. I didn't have a throttle. I just had a stick and rudders. Stick and rudder, that's all I had for many, many years. Whatever you can afford and works for you. And the reason I bought the stick that I did is because I didn't want to wait weeks and weeks and weeks for Virpil. I didn't want to wait that long. And it probably is a better stick, but what I have is the VKB is absolutely great. It's really great. It's better than I thought it would be. Am I still descending? I am still descending. Let's stop that. There we go. There we go. How's everyone doing? So I did a little, there it is. I got off the flight plan a little so people could catch up. That was it. That was my plan. That was it. Now in 11 miles, so now I got to pay attention because in 11 miles we're going to be at the camp for Wadi Rum protected area, and near Wadi Rum, I don't know if it's Rum or Rum village, where they filmed all these movies. It's pretty incredible. Been waiting in 4 months so far for the quick release mount. See, I think that's ridiculous. I think that's a little ridiculous. That's just bad service. I don't know why they're... I mean, it wasn't their fault when you had one waiting period because the plane got in an accident. Now that they can't avoid. But how bizarre that the plane that you're waiting for your controls gets in an accident. Crazy. It loses your flight sim controls, getting in a real world accident. Bizarre stuff. Couldn't have written a better one. The spot where we land is, it's completely, I don't think it's marked at all. I don't think we know. So I have to just imagine that it's it. I would love to stick around, but it's approached midnight in England. Need to get a bit of rest. All right. Thank you very much, Captain Max. Take care. Cheers. And see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. So there are camps all around this area. They're not in the sim, but they exist. Their luxury Shell luxury camp is just up to our right, and these are all tourist camps for people to come out here and hike and bake in the sun. Jumal Rum camp is right by Shell luxury camp. They're just like tucked in under these rocks, and I'll show some pictures of what these camps look like. It's just wild. It's wild, man. I'm telling you, it's wild. And you can kind of see, even now, looking at this, even though it's not upgraded area or anything, You can kind of see, you know, why the sceneries, why they use this. It's just incredible. We also came out here with the bugs, the big dragonflies. Jesus, what are they called? Not velociraptors. Volocopter? Not volocopter. What is the Dune vehicle? What is the Dune thing from Dune? We came out here in those too. Ornithopters. The ornithopters. This place looks awesome. Desert, mountains. Yeah. Isn't it cool? It's really, and many directors think so. You know, the directors from Star Wars, Lawrence of Arabia, Dune 1 and 2, and probably 3. Oh wait, did they finish in Dune 2? They did. They kind of finished it. I don't know if they need to do Dune 3. They will. You know they will. It's too big a movie. It's gonna go up here by these, by Mushroom Rock. Mushroom Rock is one of these rocks up here. And we'll turn a little bit to the right again. Setting the speed is a little difficult, but I think if I studied it more, I could actually do that. And also the light out here in the sim, the light looks amazing. So in the real world, it must be just, well, we see it in the movies they film. It's spectacular. It is really amazing stuff. So these are where the ornithopters were buzzing around. Of course, they went out for a couple of the scenes. They went out in the middle of the desert and filmed, you know, out there where it's really flat and there's nothing but sand. Those are the tough days of filming. If you have ever worked in film, you'll know what I'm talking about. Those are when it gets really rough and there's nothing around. All there is the trucks, the support vehicles, and a lot of sand. Wait a minute. There we go. So I'm close to where I want our spot. Close to our spot. We'll land right in here somewhere. Right around in here somewhere. Oh, that does look like a... Oh, I think that's a camp right there. That's one of the camps. All it is a shadow in the textures. I mean the map. Coming right into the middle of it here. Let's put the gear down. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What happened? Did I hit wind? No. Dog. There's some buildings over here. Let's go over by these buildings. This is probably another camp. Yeah. All we need is some camels, yeah? Oh, there's a giant town right there. Well, oh, the village, Wadi Rum village is right here. Okay, we'll go by the village. I'm still going really fast. It's hard to slow down in this one. It's another one. There's a little tricky slowing down. Slow on down now. There you go. Come on. Slow down. There we go. See, look how much I have to bring that nose up to get it to slow. Really have to point it to the clouds. Land in these folks' yard. Hope they don't mind too much. There we go. Come on, come on. There we are. Easy does it. Come on. Oh, wait, that way. There we are. I cannot believe how much I lose it as soon as I look outside. I just lose it. Nope. Lock that in. This area reminds me of Baja Peninsula on the Gulf of Mexico side, from Mexicali all the way down to Punta Fanal. And yes, I said Gulf of Mexico, as do I. As do I. No worries there. Oh yeah, the world today. What can I say? So, we are in the Wadi Rum desert. It's a protected area. This is Wadi Rum village. Around it is, we have several places you can sleep here, and there are camps all around. Whoops, I know what I'm doing wrong. Let me do this. Let me put this in here. Let me do that. Let me do that. There are camps all around here. Oh, that's why I keep screwing up. What? Oh, that's not supposed to do that. Whoa! Whoa, hold on. Will this one do that? No. My controls are not supposed to be controlling the helicopter. I need to fix that. I keep waiting for the SU-3 to come out to fix up my controls. Anyway, that's the village. You can hike all around all of these mountains. Let me give you a little stuff that I've learned here on the Wikipedia. First of all, as I was saying, the area has been used as a background setting for a number of films. Filmmakers are particularly drawn to it for science fiction films set on Mars. The Location Managers Guild recognized the Jordanian Royal Film Commission with its LMGI Award for Outstanding Film Commission in 2017 for its work on Rogue One, which was filmed in Wadi Rum. The RFC was previously nominated for its work with The Martian. The Location Managers Guild. That's one we all look very closely to, right? Anyway, Lawrence of Arabia, Prometheus, The Last Days on Mars, The Martian, Thebe, I don't know what that is, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, Aladdin, the 2019 live-action one that I'm sure you all saw, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, Dune, Part 1 and 2, The Desert Planet Arrakis. Timothy Chalamet called Wadi Rum awe-inspiring. Well, of course he did, it is. The Amazing Race, John Wick Chapter 4, Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, Season 1. I was gonna do, though, I mean, just imagine if they did anything to this scenery. Imagine how it would look, man. It's just amazing area. Where's all my helicopters? There they are! Way down there. So let's get an idea of the real world. This is stunning. It is just stunning. That one. That should be the right thing. Yeah. So this is the view from the top of one of the mountains that we're right next to. 7 Pillars of Wisdom rock formation. I think that's should be familiar to you. Looks like that's been used in several things. Thumatic inscriptions on Wadi Rum. Oh, so not petroglyphs. They don't call them petroglyphs over there. Okay. Here's some ruins. A temple. That's kind of where we are. We're in this area here. And there's the highway that leads to it. That's wild. More ruins out here. This would really be an amazing place to see, right? And you can see in these photographs how awesome the colors, like you just can't get these colors anywhere. There's the visitor center, which is up the road from where we are. It's not very far. And someone contemplating the desert in 2011. See, look at the red soil. It's mind-boggling. Awesome stuff. I just remembered I gotta do something, but we're only a few miles from an airport. And there's one of the camps, so you can stay in places like this. Although that was a traditional one, you probably couldn't stay there. And there's where it is. So yeah, fun stuff. I love these kind of areas here. Let's jump in. And oh, wait a minute. Any camels? I got to take one last look. I don't see one camel. We're going to stay low going to the final airport. It's 21 nautical miles. Let me see if that's correct. Yeah, 21 nautical miles to the airport in Al-Shimha, which also has a water source by it, and no less than 3 helipads. Look at that. 3 helipads right here. In this one little area. Huh. I bet they're hotels. They're hotels or something. Anyway, there we go. Looking for camels. Heading on in. Oh, I didn't give myself a heading. Give myself a rough heading once again. We are now at almost the same heading. I can't read it because the word Wadi Rum is right in the way of my heading. Oh well. I'll figure it out as we go. And is my autopilot still on? It is off. Okay. Also, I'm going to try not to outrun everyone. I'll try and keep it around 120, okay? Right around 120 as we pull out here. Oh, I haven't turned my searchlight on. Let me get that. Nice. Nice! That sounds like one of the sounds from Dune. I don't know that it is. That was my favorite part of Dune, was the sounds. The soundtrack was just like mind-boggling. It was 50% sound. It's really awesome stuff. Oh, I thought I was gonna have a canyon to go through, but I'm not sure if I planned this right. I'm gonna freak out like a little kid if I see a camel. If I actually see a camel, I'll be freaking. Yeah, here we go. Just this way. Just this way. Look at all the roads, all the tracks, and people driving out here. Not really roads. Camels! A camel groan. All right. Well, we can't see him, but we can hear him. Nice. All right. I'm trying to... I said 120. I'm trying. Trying to keep it in there. This is awesome out here. Love it. camels. I'll be lucky if I see a car out here. There's nothing out here. Few more mountains in our way.
What's going on in there?
Just a couple. What was that, Seinfeld? That sounded like Seinfeld. That music almost sounds like Game of... It almost does, doesn't it? I'm sure that the person who made the music would be very happy to hear that. It's probably what they were going for. It's a little surprising that none of the Game of Thrones was filmed here. They filmed it everywhere else in the world. Not enough ice. Yeah, but they went everywhere. They had, you know, what's it, the dragon lady started out in the desert with Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa was in the desert, and his tribe. They were all over the world. They literally filmed all over the world, all at once. Most expensive series ever filmed. How am I going so fast? Okay, I'm trying to slow down, I swear I am. Don't know why this is... It's... There's a helipad out there. Civil Defense Center has a helipad just out here. I'm going to be blind in a moment. Don't you have any... No, it doesn't. It doesn't have any of those those things. I need sunglasses. I'm going to be totally blind with that. Right down there is a helipad somewhere. Down there somewhere. Getting a bit off track, but only a bit. Now this looks like a dry riverbed. Okay, I've got to get that sun out of my eyes. Even though it doesn't really affect your eyes, it sure feels like it. It sure seems to. There we go. Yeah, that was getting annoying. Getting to be too much. We'll put it back. It's sunset when we get to the airport. Get to our destination. Come on, camels. You've only got a few miles to find us. Come on, man. rocks. Ignoring the frame hit I'm getting from these damn rocks. Just ignoring it. Everything's fine. We're almost there. It's spectacular. For being a big luxury helicopter, this thing actually handles really good. Handles quite nice. Of course, until I try and stop. Then that's when wow, look at this. Are we in a sandstorm here? Look at this. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. We just got in the middle of something. Turn on those filters. Make sure your filters are on. Slowing down. Did I just lose everyone? My sound just changed completely. Nope, everyone's here. Maybe I just lost one person. Okay, dead ahead. I can't see it, but there's an airport just ahead of me. Just ahead of me. Do not have the runway. And this runway is not on the highway like the last one we saw. It even has a VOR. We could have used the VOR to come in. Jeez. Dude, Midlife Rex, you've got a big old runway to land on. Watch, he'll just land in the sand. You know he will. You know it. Okay. Oops, I'm ballooned. I got a balloon there. I'm trying to land on the pavement, on the taxiway. There we are. All right. Wheel is turned again. Once again, the wheel is turned. We are here. Thanks so much for flying along to Wadi Rum. Or Room or Rum. No one is correcting me. No one here to correct me. We must be missing, whoops. We must be missing Red Heron. Red Heron must be out. Let's see. Buttons, buttons, buttons. That one? Yes, that's the one. Searchlight off, landing lights off, searchlights off. Everything else I can pretty much leave on. Leave all these on for the moment. Go up here. Bring this back to off. And bring this back. Probably should have brought those to idle first. We'll bring that back to off. There we go. And that is our shutdown. Open all the doors. And see all the people. Okay. Top of the doors. I had them all opened earlier. There we go. Doors open, shutting down. Been another awesome Tuesday. Thank you so much for coming along, everyone. We should be back Sunday with some kind of plan. Feel free to make suggestions on the Flights with Joel Discord. There he is! There he is in the cart. That is so awesome. all the way here. Cobra is back. In light of that, I will probably want to do that down there. Grab that. Well, come on, work, darn it, work, you silly buttons. And we go here.
We have arrived at our destination.
Say hello to the next streamer.
Thanks for watching Flights with Joel.
Streams ending, we had fun. Lots of joy, oh what a run. With Joel leading, we soared high. Through the clouds,
My name is
we
Jeff.
fly. Flights with Joel, what a show. Laughter, thrills, and fun did flow. Thanks for watching, what a ride. Flights with Joel, see you next time. That's with Joel. What a show.
Jim Cat, thanks for coming along. I'm gonna quit screwing around and raid someone now.
Thanks for watching, what a ride. Flights with Joel, see you next time. From takeoff to landing, every mile. Joel made us laugh and made us smile. Come again for high flying fun. Adventures with Joel have just begun. So thanks for watching, what a ride. Hope to see you by our side. Join us next time for adventures new. Joel leading in the sky so blue. Flights with Joel, what a show. Laughter, thrills, and fun did flow. Thanks for watching, what a ride. Flights with Joel, see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time on Flights with Joel. Woo! What a show! What a show!
This ocean passageway. I'm sure this is an ocean passageway we were just on. I'm sure it had Yeah, Star Wars, sure. Let's do Star Wars. Flights with Joel. They'd be doing helicopters. Well, Joel does helicopters. Alright, let's go back over this night. We don't have we do have missiles in case anybody tries to attack us. Jeff, this has a great effect. You'll see in the credits too. I've got a couple of photos of the water effect. And I think that was a water effect that they picked up from MoJaQ and Blackwood picked it up from MIT. But look at this. I'm having trouble in my sim because that should have been right there. That water effect should have happened. You'd never see it that glassy. Come on. There's dust off the land. Gorgeous effect. Yeah, not there. I got to be about 12 feet, eh? No, 50 feet, Howard. Get down. Hard to tell, isn't it? And I don't know the elevation of this lake, so I'm probably touching it. Right there. No, there's... Yeah, I see the shadow. So there should have been an effect, a real, like, vortex kind of water effect underneath. I'm still using my 3060 here, but, you know, it wasn't the graphics card. It was something earlier. I mean, I had it going. So, sorry about that. Next week, you guys, we're going after the Scout. Yoo-hoo! It's going to be fun. Talk about pressure. Nick's got to make sure it's fine-tuned by then. Going to be a riot. Already starting to work on it. All right, coming in, doing a low pass. Let's do a low fly past on the runway. Come on, camera, catch up to me. And I'll come and park where the rest of you are. That's probably up the highest speed it'll go. No, we're not. We're at 120. All right. And let's head over where the crowd is. And I couldn't fire the missiles, but now's a good time, right? You are so devious, Howard. Watch your speed. Don't let the stream distract you. It's okay. Right, Joel? I've dropped water on the resort about 5 times in practice, you guys. And then all of a sudden, you know, tonight it doesn't work. Somehow I let the water go ahead of time. All right, back towards where I'm landing. Let the camera catch up to me. And I'm coming in over here. That gives you guys a visual of what's happening, right? Now with the head tracker, you can do this, which I really like. This is why I like using the head tracker, you guys. Because you can really see what's going on from inside. This view from down below here isn't good. Like with your head down in the cockpit, you gotta have it up there, so. Anyway, I'll just come in like this. We got no wind. We're good. And boy, do we have an arrangement, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 MH60s and a Chinook.